So today's practice is going to be gentle. The primary reason we encourage gentle is for those who have orthopedic issues, cannot be on their knees, cannot hold body weight on their shoulders. So seated staff is uncomfortable for some, but the legs are extended. Your feet are still only about 6 inches apart. You're on your sit bones. You want to rock from side to side to feel them. If you have a little bit of extra love on your sit bones, you need to move it and find the bones. There you go, that little extra love. So our feet can be flexed. If you have one block, go ahead and take it. Place it between your ankles gently. It creates some stability for your back. Your shoulders are resting over your hips, and your hands are actually resting back and down. You want to be able to feel as if you're lifting, and then you feel the relax. Feel the lift and the relax. That yoga breath is an inhale, 3 seconds, and exhale, 3. Inhale, 3, and exhale, 3. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Keep one hand down to just kind of support your back as you bring one hand up. You want to stretch through that side. There's that lift. And then the exhale. Here's the inhale. And there's the exhale. We're going to use that and add the movement. We're going to inhale. And here's the exhale. The whole body comes down. Inhale. And here's the exhale. The cleansing breath can come out of your mouth, but the yoga breath comes out of the nose. Let's bring it up one more time, then we're going to lift from our hips. Inhale. Instead of sinking, we're going to exhale here. Exhale. If you're unable to get to your feet, guess what? You got that block there. So what you would do, here's a great thing if you want to see it. Take the block to where you can hold, even if your block is here, so that you're connected to something. So either you're holding your toes or you're holding the end of the block. If you're on the toes, the primary focus is on your big toe. That's a strong digit. Take a minute, just breathe. If your diaphragm feels contracted, you want to lift, inhale. And instead of trying to drop down, reach forward, exhale. 1 more breath, inhale. And exhale. And you can bring your feet in with you now and go into cross leg. The seated staff is a great way to start gentle. Why? Many people may be doing gentle because of their knees. So if they can't do this and you start here, they're already put off by the practice. So I always start extended to give them somewhere to go. All right, in our cross leg position, we're not working on lotus yet. We are going to work on half lotus today, just so you know. Bring your hands back by your hips. Lift that chest out one more time. Inhale. Exhale, sweeping up. It's called the seated upward salute. So you feel the chest and diaphragm lift. We will inhale. Turn to the left if you'd like. Lower your right hand to the side of your thigh and hold it. Lower your left hand behind you and lift your chest up. Focus on the twist in your back. Don't take the exhale with the head any deeper than what's comfortable already. Finding that second breath, lift your left arm up, stretch that chest back up. Turning forward, hold the opposite thigh. So this is for hips because I'm holding my legs, but I'm pushing away. Your elbows, your wrist connect together. We inhale, Go as far as you are comfortable. This is shoulders. Find that second breath. Exhale down. Exhale down. You want to release them and lift back up into that upward salute. Feel your diaphragm lift. Inhale, rotating to our right. Take that left hand, hold in the side of your thigh, lift your chest, lower that right hand behind you, lift the chest up. Choose as much of the twist as you would like with your head. If you're not ready, just keep that gaze to the right side. Finding that second breath, inhale, bring that right arm up, crossing, holding the thighs and pushing away. If you have a little bit more thigh and you can't hold, it's okay to do that. And now release elbows and wrist. And that was for one of my ladies at home who says she can't grab both of her thighs. Place your hands on top if that's all you have. Breathe and draw it down. We're going to do that again. Exhale, reach up. If only every aspect of life, inhale, turn, was like yoga. You make the pose fit your body. You can tell your boss, I'd like to have my job fit my body today. Can it fit the way I'm feeling today? I don't feel like doing a report. Inhale, bring that left arm up. Wouldn't yoga be wonderful in all aspects of our life? I'm not feeling the way this fits me. I would like something different. Let's release, hold, and exhale. I hope we are all in careers that fit who we are. Inhale down. Exhale, release up. Inhale, rotating to the right, lower those hands, lift your chest up. And now you can turn a little bit deeper with your neck here. I tend to do 3 sets of these. It takes 3 sets to warm up. And now bring that right arm up. Hold the thigh so you feel the twist when you turn. I'm going to break it down a little more this time. Elbows together, wrists together, tight. Squeeze the entire time you're going up. Good. Now exhale, keep the squeeze. Release. This is where we lift that chest back up. And now the twist is as deep as you can go. And then lower the hand, hold the thigh tight. Bring your hand behind you, palm open, fingertips wide. Lift the chest up. Exhale, take your gaze over that left shoulder. And now here's the important part. Keep your right hand holding that thigh really tight while you lift the left, twist against where you're holding tight, and then grab. This is for your back. And then release. And up. This is called seated eagle. I prefer it to standing eagle because standing eagle is done on one leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, turn. Exhale, release. Remember, hold that thigh really tight. When you lift the right arm up, we didn't get a good twist there, didn't we? Should we get a little bit deeper? Let's put the hand back and twist. Let's take the gaze over the shoulder. I don't want to rush that. Somebody's at work today with tension in their neck. And now bring the right arm up. This is our last one, guys. Hold the thigh tight. Don't let it release. So if you have more thigh than you have hand, you will miss a little bit of the back there. If you're doing this, you miss what that feels like. and release. This is it. And up. And down. Just spread it out. Now, I want you to shift your weight over to your left and bring that hip bone up. Put your hand under. Shift it over and put your hand under. So it's almost as if you're sitting on a bolster. So you don't want to squish your hands. You're sitting up high. When your feet extend out, it should lift the hips just a bit because I want you to fall forward without your hands. And now release the hand. Bring the top of the arm just where your hands is and the top of the hands down. I want your chest low and your stomach low. Keep the right hand there. Take the left hand and reach for the side of your foot. Bring that left arm back, and I want you to take your right hand and reach for the side of your foot. If the side isn't available, put a block there and reach as far as you can so that you're holding on to something. And now release that left and hold the side of both feet. If you're unable to get to the sides of your feet, this is what I would do. Put 2 blocks and hold as far as I can. You want to create a connection. Yoga is about creating a connection. And so if I were unable to get to my feet today, I would do this. And now slide your hands up. Sit up nice and tall. Turn your palms up. Bring it in. Squeeze. Let's release those shoulders. We're going to bring them out to the side and then lower them down. Inhale back in. Squeeze. Exhaling back out and down. Let's do one more. In my gentle yoga, and there are many different ways I teach it, I don't add a lot of shoulder rolls or shrugs. The purpose of that is to prepare your shoulders oftentimes to bear weight, or if you're just in a seated practice. Squeeze in and out. You can relax your arms down. You want to spread your feet as wide as you can. They will be off of the mat if you prefer not to. If you need to keep your legs on the mat, you don't want to touch carpet. You can always do this. But if you're okay having your legs on carpet, stay where you are. We're going to be flowing to each side. Each side. Start with your blocks in each hand, one in each hand. We're going to create an extension of our hands. Inhale, exhale, reach and extend over that foot. That block is your extension of your hand. If you can't get it there, go to the inside. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. If you cannot go beyond your foot, put the block on the inside.
And use both blocks to the toe?
So ideally, this is what, if I were not using blocks, this arm is just out to the side. If I have to use the block and I can't get here, I'm going to do this as far as I can. And then this one's still just off to the side. The block under the opposite hand supports your back. This doesn't feel good. This feels better. So I'm going to show this side as if I don't need the block, which I don't. Which means I would grab and my hand would rest down outside of my thigh. Good. Thank you guys for using those modifications. Inhale and exhale. And now inhale, up, reach. You have both blocks, and I'm gonna grab mine again because you're gonna rest them by your side and lift your chest out. What happens is if I don't show it with the block, no matter how many times I say use the block, nobody will use the block. So what you'll notice, I use this a lot. It takes the pressure off your hips because we're gonna take both hands this time. And now sink down into your sit bones, great. Showing it with the block. So we're gonna inhale all the way up. Exhale, reach. So create that beautiful V around your foot. If you're not able to get to the base of your foot, beautiful, Nancy, you create your V just like this and rest your arms on top. So let me show you guys, look where I am. Here or here. So if you need to be here, great, because that's where you're gonna rest.
So you want to use the block? We don't use the block till we do this?
Yes, you can do that. You're probably gonna wanna use the blocks. I would say use the blocks because I'm gonna get much deeper in this pose. Because you see where my blocks are? And this protects my back. Why? Because you're gonna take that left hand behind your back and you're gonna put that right hand on the inside. We're going somewhere. And then you're gonna take that left hand up over your head and you're going to that toe. If you can't get to that toe, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna go to that other block. Look at that. So Susan, if you wanna create what I have here, great, yes, because it'll help you get deeper. Because if you're like this, and I want you like this, good, nice. If I were sitting to the side of you, Meg, I want to be able to see your face like this. You're like,
Gotcha.
good, Andrea, yes, I know that's what you'd like. Let's bring it back, guys, and let's sit up. We're not going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. I'm going to use the blocks as if I don't know how to, I can't do it without, so that you will feel what I'm feeling. I can't reach, I can't do this. So I can't go beyond my foot, I can't get there. So I'm put a block there. And I'm gonna lift up and I realize, oh, look, I can do that. But what if I can't? You see how now you can see and you never wanna be here. It's always here. So just use the blocks however you want. How does the pose look? That's how it should look. So we can do whatever fits you. If you can do that, none of you guys are doing that. So let's use the block. And just rest your hand there. Take your other block. Come up and over. All you need to do is touch your toe and you'll feel it. That's a deep stretch. Do you feel it? Use a little bit more block BS because your whole mouth is stuck in your jacket. You're like this. So I can see you just like that. Wide open. So come way over your head. There. This is not an easy pose. Now bring that arm up and lift your chest back up. So not only should your chest be open, there should be space, meaning I shouldn't look like this, like I'm almost here. It should look like that. So we're gonna do the other side. It's a beautiful pose. You should see how you guys look. You look great. So you're gonna
Feel like a pretzel.
lift and turn. First, let's just make that V around that foot. The key to it is, Meg, and I appreciate the feedback, the pretzel part. The key to it for you guys at home as well, it's the progression of the movement. If somebody were to come in on the video right now and jump to what we just did, they're gonna hurt themselves. And now, you can take one block, rest your hand, take this block, come up high. If you can do this and your chest is open, that's great. If you can do this and you don't need the block, that's great. Practice will get you here, guys. We don't practice to be perfect. We just want to make progress. It'll get there, Nancy. It'll get there. And now bring that arm up and we'll sit tall again. You want to be careful that each side is the same. I'm more flexible on one side, so I feel it a lot more on one side. Lift the chest and relax it down. We're going to do it one more time on each side. Again, I want to show you, I can't tell you how it should feel, but I want to show you what it should look like. So if you just want to relax your gaze on me, and I'm going to show you the end result of where we're going, is you could have a block there and you have that rest there. Or that's where we're going. Use the blocks however you needed it, okay? So just rest back into that V right here. And my sister Yvette is going to be doing this video, so I'm just going to say, do what you can, sis. Just do what you can. If you're able to go beyond your foot, go beyond your foot with that V. I'm sorry guys at home, my legs are so wide I'm off the camera. Okay, shift over. I have my blocks right there. There they are. Make sure your chest is down. And now grab both blocks, bring one block into the inside of your right foot, take the other block, lift up and over your head and reach it to your toe, keeping your chest open. If you do not need, you all need the blocks, but if you're at home and you don't need the block, just reach and grab the toe. If you don't need the block for either one, those of you at home, rest the arm and bring your arm in. Inhale, come all the way up. We have both blocks. Lift that chest. And we're going to do it one more time on the other side. So we inhale, bring it up. And notice I don't just fall forward. I lift and hinge from the hips. You want to take 2 breaths here. And then if you're able to, bring that left hand inside of the left foot. The block is in the right hand. Lift up and over. Take the block to your toe. And if you want it to go without the block, some of you need, everyone here pretty much will stay with the block. And bring it in. You're going to feel like a different person tomorrow, and you will feel it in this area of your back. All right, we're going to take both blocks forward. The key here, let's just start right here. Let's rest our back. Just breathe. 2 breaths in each movement, because 1 breath, 1 movement is considered flow. So you want to hold 2 breaths. And then you can take your blocks on the side. Inhale forward. Let's have 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, sinking deeper. Inhale. Exhale, sinking deeper. The blocks can come down one more time. Forearms down. Inhale. Exhale, sinking deeper. And you progress with the blocks as you need to. Inhale. Exhale, sinking deeper. If you need more sensation, you can go deeper. Inhale. Exhale, sinking deeper. Inhale. And exhale. And bringing your hands up. Not sure what happened to the music. It's still videoing, so we're gonna keep going. Alrighty. Both blocks in front. Tuck your feet under. Come on to hands and knees, and I want your hands on the block. It's rare that the music will continue, but we'll stop with the video. So we're lifting on top so that we can bring the chest up really high. This is not a cat or cow. This is creating a little bit more of a neutral spine, protecting the back. Our knees are about 6 inches apart. Press into your hands and bring your right knee off the mat. And now just keep the foot flexed. And bring the knee in and down. Take the left knee up and extend it and flexed. In gentle, I like to create mechanisms to protect your back. And bring it down. Make sure that your wrists are under shoulders on this one, so go a little bit wider. Your hands are open wide. Bring that left knee off the mat. And extend that left leg back and flex. You can remain here or focus on your core engagement. Bring your left arm out to the side. Trust yourself and extend it. Opposite side. Yeah, so this should be right knee, left arm. And bring it down. Because now we're on left knee, right? Yeah, so left knee extends. Right arm off to the side first, protect your shoulder, then forward. Good. And then down. Go slightly wider with your blocks. You need space for your body. Walk your knees back. Be mindful of your shoulders here. Drop your body between your elbows should look like this. You're going to lift just a little to here. It's a yoga push-up. Come on up. And then exhale back down. Be careful of your shoulders here. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more inhale. Use your core and your shoulders up. Beautiful strength pose, isn't it? And exhale down. I think for yours, Susan, you're too wide because you're very small to be that wide.
I know, but it's that whole wrist bending.
Oh, okay. Stay right here, guys, and take your blocks. Let your forearms rest. This is again for the shoulders. The shoulders are not going to touch the floor, and they're not supposed to. Releasing a little oxygen into the shoulders. Two more breaths. And one more breath. And now for gentle, we're going to work on a modified locust. Bring the blocks to your side. You will actually get to rest your arms on the block versus the floor. So the forearms resting on the block versus the floor. Why? Because in gentle, we're trying to create a little less stress on the body. So instead of lifting the arms up, you actually press onto the block and lift your chest and your legs. This should feel good. Less strain on your back. And you can bring yours closer. It's just like if you were doing locust, so the blocks are as close as you can get them and then down. So you can bring yours in closer, BS. Forearms are resting on the block. Instead of lifting the block, strain in the back, you press your arms in, lift your thighs and chest. You guys are gonna love to do this. This feels so good. And then relax down. We'll do one more set. Remember, when we come up, we're not holding the breath. You need to have one full in and out, and then I cue the next breath for movement. So when I say inhale, lift, we exhale again. We're still up. We inhale again. And then we exhale down. Nice. Grab the block into your left hand and extend your left arm above your head, resting your palm on that block. Safer further back. If you do this in our regular yoga and you don't need the support, you don't have to use the block on either side. This is because many people who are joining us are joining specifically for gentle. This supports your back on both sides. And now we're going to keep that left arm right where it is. We're going to raise the right leg only and bend it and reach for the ankle. You should not have to twist or turn to get there. And if you have to twist or turn, do not reach for the ankle. Even some of you ladies that are from Monday night that are doing the video, if you've got to sit up to reach your ankle, you want to leave it right where it is. Our half bow pose is for our quadriceps, shoulders, and hamstrings. So we create a little bit more gentle version of this by supporting one hand above the head. I encourage 3 to 5 breaths. 3 breaths as a minimum, so let's get one more breath in. And one more breath out. You can release that right leg, grab that block, bring that right arm up above your head and let it rest. The left, as you bend, will raise the left leg and bend. Now the left reaches right above the ankle. Try not to grab the joint as much. And we'll be here 3 to 5 breaths. And one more breath. And release that leg down. Bring your left forearm in front of you and your right. You're going to cross these arms. I'm just moving my block so the camera's right in front. So your arms are crisscrossed. They're crisscrossed. We're not going into a pose supporting all the body weight, but we are going to press into it and bring yourself into neutral. And then drop your pelvis down with the weight on the forearms. So you're in a plank, but not straight arm. And I want the arms crisscrossed. Good. And now shift back again. Push those hips all the way back. You should feel this in your back. And now exhale, push that weight back onto those forearms. Good. Inhale, push it back one more time. And now shift those hips down. Come all the way down and extend it all the way out. Just breathe. And now we're going to add one pose that we do often, which is our Sphinx pose. You want to put your left hand under shoulder and then drop your forearm down. Right hand under shoulder, then drop your forearm down and lift your chest. If you want more sensation here and you're concerned about your back, it is possible to do. This is a bigger pose, but it has more support to it, so it's totally up to you. You feel a lot more back, but there is support. There is support. Drop your chin towards your chest, stretching your neck. Bring your chin up to neutral and look to your left. Bring that chin towards the center, drop it towards your chest. Lift your gaze out, bringing the chin into neutral, and look to your right. Come back into your center, and as you lower yourself down, we're going to push back into a modified puppy pose today. So you want to press yourself up gently. You're in tabletop. You're in tabletop. You literally want to thread one arm under. How do we modify this for gentle? Let me show you. I could put my ear on the block versus trying to get my ear to the floor. The key is the twist. So the block under the head is creating a more modified version. If you don't need it, slide the block away, create a good twist, and get that ear down. We're going to be here for 2 more breaths. And now take your left hand that's threaded under, take your other hand, push your weight up, come back into neutral. When you thread the right arm under, if you want to modify it, place the ear on the block and you create that twist. If you do not need the block, slide it away and bring the ear down. Let's take one more breath. Take your left hand, press yourself up, release the right. Cross your feet at the ankles and push yourself onto your seat. And then shift and come onto your back. So our ankles are still crossed right now. Ankles are still crossed. We're not going into butterfly. We're going to keep the ankles crossed for a minute. And then we'll take our hands and press the knees together and gently uncross. Your feet are going to hover above the mat. Gentle inhale to your right and a gentle exhale to your left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. And exhale left. That wide leg straddle should make this feel easier. And back to the center. And now when you reach behind your thighs, I want you to actually open your legs. Pressing down, pulling the knees towards our chest. Reaching gently with your right hand for your right big toe. Reaching with your left to your left big toe. You only extend one at a time. So extend the right leg up. This is modified big toe. Why is it modified? Not just because we're on our back, but because that other leg is not extended on the mat. And now bring that leg down and extend the opposite leg up. Supine big toe would have one leg on the mat, which makes it much more challenging. And now bring the soles of your feet together and reach above your ankle for a modified bound ankle. Release gently and lower your feet to the mat. Extend your arms above your head, stretching it out. Take a moment if you'd like and just breathe here and try to clear your mind. Give yourself an opportunity to applaud everything that you feel you did well. To release those things that did not honor you today. The legs are still bent because I want you to cross your feet at the ankle. Draw your knees back to your chest, reach behind your thighs, pull your shoulders up, gently stretching the back of your neck. And then bring your hands beside your hips and push yourself back up to seated. Close your eyes for a moment, bring your hands right into heart center. Have those last few moments where no one is creating any expectation of your day, of your time. This is that moment that is designed just for you. It's in this quiet space that we feel the most discomfort. We are surrounded, bombarded by a constant chatter. when we exist in silence, not with the music, but the silence in our head and the silence of voices, we always assume there is something wrong. But I encourage you to take the beliefs of yoga with you beyond just a physical practice and recognize that the silence and the quiet is something right. Many of us create a purposeful prayer, or what we call a prayer life. But then we're never quiet enough to meditate and wait for the answer. Therefore, often our prayers are in vain. Take everything you need today from this practice. Discard all that does not honor who you are at this moment. May you go in peace, carrying the peace with you until we meet again. Namaste. Thank you, ladies, so much. And thank you guys at home so much for being with me. It's nice to see you. Thank you, Susan.